Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications when we drop these things on an almost daily basis. I do try to average one a day. My name's Thomas. Today we're going to talk about Lucid. With everything going on overseas, as you might have guessed, I am taking this opportunity to shine a spotlight on some EV stocks and things I think will gain popularity over the coming months. Anytime something like this happens, you inevitably have rising gas prices, one, lines at the gas stations, traffic caused from backed up gas stations when you have a supply shock, and people ultimately begin to pivot to situations where they can create their own energy at home and plug their car in and drive past the pump every day. So if you have multiple cars and one of them is not electric, you may be considering that now. In the meantime, let's just talk about the Lucid chart. Now, I've had my eye on this one for a while as it's going down forever. I'm not a big fan of stocks that go down forever, so I haven't been looking at it too hard. I did recently notice a trend reversal on the daily, which may be getting negated now. That could also be a fake out. We do not know. This is a good sign. If we go out to the weekly, we see that while this week's candle is a bad sign, there have been good ones. Now, until we get a close and a confirmation, until we get a close below and another candle closing even below that one, we're not going to be sure that this trend reversal has been invalidated, because this in fact is a new trend. These are consecutive candles going in the right direction. I do like them as a car company. I think they will need some help to be profitable as they can be in the short term, and I actually think this whole Iran situation is giving them that help. So let's go into the daily. Since we already have all these touching, I'm going to keep this line going as if this candle doesn't exist until it confirms. So I did just talk, if you haven't seen the Rivian video, I'll link it here. I did just talk about worst case scenario and best case scenario trend lines. So right now, obviously worst case scenario would include that one. But for now, like I said, we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. We're on the daily. Worst case scenario would be that, where you've got one wick touching. And best case scenario would be, this one, where you have a lot of the wicks touching and piercing. For now, let's just make a worst case or bear case trend line that shows us where the trend is going right now. So you got a couple of things going on. You got a little resistance right here that it's definitely been respecting. But this, when you have a flat top like this and an ascending bottom, again, let's assume that this wicks back up, because it does happen, this is on the daily. Assuming this doesn't confirm and it goes back up, this continues to be a bullish pattern, which it looks like it wants to close. We're already, after hours, we're already up at 10:01, and this stock is already behaving like it wants to close above that line. So let's respect the trend. This one, I kind of just want to put on your radar. I don't want to go deep into it yet. This is going to be a very short video. Let's look at gap fills. All right, this gap has been filled. This gap has not been filled. So my immediate price target for Lucid would be 15. Nope, here's one. Sorry. My immediate target would be 1340. I used to live at a 1340, which from current price action, 1001, that would be a 33% move. And to the second gap fill would be a 50% move. So if you like rock bottom stocks that are beaten down and do not appear to be insolvent, I got to do a little more research on their financials, do just a little bit of digging on Lucid and make sure they're going to survive. But if Lucid makes it out of this and moves forward as a key player in the EV sector, then you're easily going to hit this. You're easily going to hit this. And, when you start getting into the average price of where this stock has been over the course of its life, your average, this thing can go up to 100. all you need to do is see revenue, market cap, those numbers start to move up. Like I said, I haven't looked at the financials, but if the KPIs are moving up and the price is moving down, then this is going to be an asymmetric bet. I was, as you can see, looking for this thing to go down to 609. I don't know, honestly don't know where that came from, and I don't know if we're ever going to see that. $10 to me is a steal. If this company is going to survive, could end up that would make it a 10 bagger. I'm not here to sell hopium. I am not in this stock. I am not holding this stock. I am interested in it because of its upside potential. I have been keeping it on the watch list. We'll see where it goes from now. I will continually circle back to this. Guys, if you got value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you get notifications. We drop these things on an almost daily basis. I'll link the previous video right there in case you missed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.